To start off this video, I want to kind of take a moment to set the scene for you as to where I was about 1 year ago to this exact day. It was the end of May, the weather was getting a bit warmer, the sun was coming out a bit more. I live in the Northeast, so those warm days are very, very rare for us. But at around 5 p.m. every day when my work day would finish, some days I would work at home, some days in the office, but specifically when I would be at home, I would finish my workday at around 5 p.m. I would close down my laptop, I would pick up my DoorDash bag, get on the DoorDash app and see if there's any money to be made on DoorDash. I would then hop into my car. I had no AC, by the way, so right as it's getting warmer, my car is getting hot. I remember I'd always wear this white tank top so that I wouldn't sweat too crazy. I would crank down my windows, stick my arm out so I wouldn't, burn totally inside of the car. But all that ended up happening was I burned my entire left arm because of the sun. But I would go around doing DoorDash for a couple of hours, and while I was already working a 9 to 5, the 9 to 5 in all honesty just was not paying me enough. So I had to supplement it with some extra income, and for me, I thought DoorDash would be the perfect way to do so. So on a typical DoorDash day, think about this, after working all day from 9 until 5, I would hop into my car, and a great DoorDash day for me would be making an extra $40 to $50 to maybe $60. $60 I thought was amazing. I thought I was really stacking up my money and saving up well and setting myself on a good path. Now, in the position that I'm in today, I can't help but look back, and this is in no means an offense to anyone who's working DoorDash or to anyone who earns their money honestly, but I can't help but look back and say my value is more than that. My value is more than what I was receiving in exchange for my time. And I want you to think the same way about yourself. The reason why I'm telling you this story right now, if you're working DoorDash, if you're working one of these kinds of jobs, is I'm not telling you to be ashamed of what you're doing, but I'm telling you you're worth more than that, and I believe you can achieve more than that. Fast forward a year to today, the end of May in 2024, and I recently got done doing an interview with Printify, which, if you don't know, is the print-on-demand company that I use for my TikTok shop. I posted a few videos about it already. I made some full guides on how to set up Printify and everything, but I got done doing an interview with them because they wanted to feature me as one of their TikTok shop success stories using Printify. The interview and the whole article and everything is going to be out in a few weeks, but I thought that was a great moment of reflection because I know there's many people out there who are in the same position that I was in a year ago, and you feel stuck and you feel like you can't make any progress and you feel like your lucky day is never going to arrive. And I want to tell you that the life that you dream of, all those goals that you want, are only a year away. They might even be only 6 months away. Now you're probably asking, how? How can that be possible? Is this guy lying to me? But I want to tell you that the way I was able to go from where I was at last year to where I am today, we've done over 3,800 orders on TikTok Shop, and I've shown you guys my TikTok Shop many times. You can go and take a look at it. The way I've been able to do that is through action. I believe that only action can actually create change in your life. Now, there's many people out there who are going to talk about all these brilliant business ideas that they have and how they want to become YouTubers and how they want to have success with this and that. But at the end of the day, it's all talk. I posted a video about this a few days ago. And that is what keeps you stuck. That's what keeps you in that hole. And that's what keeps you sinking in quicksand. Because you think that you're actually making progress, you're consuming all this content about what you want to do, you're learning more about it, but you're not acting. And only your actions are going to bring you one step closer every single day. A framework or a blueprint that I came up with that I would have loved to hear in the beginning, last year. Luckily, I was able to figure things out myself through action. But a great blueprint that I thought of, and I think you need to apply this to your life if you want to change it around very, very quickly, is that you need to think of your dream day, your perfect day, obviously within reason, one that's realistic. I'll give you an example. For me right now, a dream day would be to get 200 orders in one day. That would be around, I think, $6,000, maybe around $8,000, $9,000 in revenue. Not exactly sure, I can't do the math off the top of my head, but thousands of dollars in revenue in one single day. That's my dream day. Now, to get to that dream day, I can sit there and literally just dream about it all day long and fantasize about it. But the right way to actually get there is to retrace these steps. I did this with a coaching client, a school client, a few days ago, and I think this framework is brilliant. Of course, I'm saying it's brilliant because I came up with it. But check this out. So once you have your dream day established, I want you to work backwards. How do I'll just use myself as an example. How do I get to that day where I have 200 orders? Well, that was most likely the result of some TikTok shop affiliates creating content, their content doing very well, and one video of mine maybe also doing very well. Okay, let's take a step back from that. How can I achieve the affiliates? How can I get a video to go viral myself to get those affiliates to come in? Well, I can have a video myself go viral that does very, very, very well, and then that video attracts the affiliates for me. Okay, let's take a step further back. How do I reach that video that does very well? How do I get that video? Well, by creating content, by creating more content. Okay, let's take a step further back. So how do I create more content? By setting a set schedule for myself every single day where I need to post at least once, preferably two to maybe even 3 times a day. And you see how I was able to step back from such a huge goal, a very, very kind of moonshot goal, to making it into actionable steps, turning it into something small that I can actually put into practice. Right when I finish recording this video, I am going to go and post a couple of TikToks and get to work so that I can get myself closer to that dream day. The final message or the final idea I want to leave you with for this video is that your life can totally look completely different 6 months to a year from now. But you need to take accountability and realize that it comes down to you. If I go back even further than last year, let's go back 3 years ago to around this same point. Back then I was in college, but I didn't really have much prospects going for me. I hadn't done any internships, so I didn't have a great job lined up or anything. I was working at the Amazon warehouse. And I would like to look back at that experience in the Amazon warehouse in specific as one of those life-changing moments that altered my brain chemistry and changed my future forever. Working at the Amazon warehouse with those bright lights, hustling hard to earn $18 an hour opened my eyes to the reality that you will never accumulate wealth, you will never get rich by exchanging your time for money. But I really got to experience that. You know, many influencers or YouTubers are going to talk to you about that, but they never worked a real job in their life. I really got to experience that, and I realized even if I worked 100 hours a week at Amazon, I was not going to make enough money to actually purchase a nice car, let's say go on amazing vacations or take care of my family or any of those things. These kinds of jobs or whatever it is where you exchange your time for money directly are never going to make you rich. They're never going to allow you to get to that point that you want to get to. You need to put the onus in yourself, and you're gonna have to work a lot. You're gonna have to work a lot for this goal. Let me tell you guys, doing great on TikTok Shop or doing great on Shopify didn't just come overnight. I had to work my 9 to 5. I had to, continue studying because I'm getting my master's degree right now. And on top of that, work on my business every single day when I would get home. Ask yourself, after you set that blueprint, think, is this something that I want to do? Do I want to put myself through this work? You need to recognize the work that needs to go into it. This was not like, I woke up one day and then I just started doing well and then I started posting YouTube and then the YouTube took off. This was 2 years of sacrifice, 2 years of saying no to hanging out on the weekends, 2 years of every single weekend working, 2 years to every single day when I would come home from work, working, sitting back down and grinding it out so that I could create that reality that I wanted for myself, so that I can actually create that change that I wanted for myself. Now, if I look back on it, do I have any special, some privilege or some miracle or something that allowed me to achieve this success? No, which means that you can do this exact same thing. Create that blueprint for yourself. Think of your dream day. It doesn't have to be, with orders or TikTok Shop or whatever. It can be with YouTube. Maybe it's the day where you get 10,000 views on a video or the day you hit 1,000 subscribers. I did the same thing with YouTube. You need to detach yourself from the direct and immediate results of your work. Because let me tell you something, it's going to be very easy to quit if you attach yourself to the immediate results. You need to understand that when you start out, you're not going to get any views, you're not going to get any sales, nothing. What you need to hold yourself to is that plan that you made to yourself. Remember the blueprint we talked about, that first step? You just need to push yourself to stick to that step one every single day. When I was posting on YouTube, I said I'm going to post every single day. And I made a video talking about how I didn't care how many views I got or subscribers. Some people posted comments laughing at me for, they're like, bro, you got 70 subscribers. I ignored those comments. I continued to post A couple months later, I'm at 2,000 subscribers. You need to create the reality that you want with your own hands. You need to forge it with your own hands, because you can. Detach yourself from the results, follow your blueprint, and in 1 year, in 6 months, maybe in 2 years, you are going to have that dream life that you always literally dreamt about is going to turn into your reality. With that being said, I wish you the best of luck. I can't wait to share with you guys that interview or that article whenever it comes out. It's something that I'm very proud of, and it's a live testimony for you guys to see that, mate, this is for real. There's actually, my first couple of YouTube videos were recorded right before I went out to do DoorDash. So all the proof is right there, all the journey's right there. My first days trying out TikTok Shop is right there. You can kind of see my thoughts behind it and everything. And if you guys are interested in learning more about Shopify, TikTok Shop, e-commerce in general, content, you will find my school link down below. In my school, I help busy individuals, young people, kind of get their ropes and get the hang of creating content in e-commerce and combining the two to make more money, either a side income or to completely replace their full-time job. We do live weekly calls. It's not just a course, it's like Discord but on steroids, and a total learning platform. We do live weekly calls. There's pre-recorded modules that I have there. We have a community post where everyone can share their ideas and their thoughts and their dreams and the progress that they're creating every day to get into that goal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know if this video made sense. Let me know if it helped you out, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.